Aaron, with so much at stake and a chance to clinch division, you surprised that guys came out and played as you did?
Played like what? Played what?
I'd say you played as you did, or struggled offensively.
They got a good defense, but yeah, we didn't execute very well on third downs. I didn't have a very good game, and I didn't run the ball early like we wanted to, and pretty bad on third down.
How significant was Darnell's absence from the play?
Yeah, Darnell's a big part of what we do.
How impacted was just what you wanted to do by the absences you had in terms of DK Metcalf and Kelvin and Darnell?
Yeah, those are three impact players for us, but got a lot of confidence in the guys that fill those roles.
Aaron, you said in the last couple, was there a wrong route in those second and third down plays on the last series? And then I assume on the last play, interference is what?
That was definitely interference. I'll have to look at the film on second and third down.
What did you see on that throw to Scotty on 4th and 1?
One-on-one.
What needs to change between now and whenever you play next week? Maybe anything?
Not much, just got to execute better.
Anyone else?
Aaron, when you let go of an opportunity like that to clinch, how difficult is it to bounce back? You got one more shot.
I mean, it's not difficult. That's our job, we're playing all 17.
When you play the Browns, how much is it finding that balance of trying to limit Garrett, but at the same time still getting it going?
We had the similar game plan as the first time. We just executed better in the first game.
How much was it in the back of your mind and in the back of the O-line's minds that Garrett was 1 sack away from that record?
You got to ask them. Wasn't on my mind.
Any communication with DK ahead of this game while he's out?
I'm not going to share that with you.
As a leader, Aaron, and there's other older leaders on this team, how important is it for you guys to kind of quickly turn the attention to what's still at stake and a chance to still win the division next week?
Yeah, win or lose, that's what you do. You move on to the next game.
You talked about nothing easy to bounce back. You guys have kind of already done that once you have some adversity. Does that make it a little bit easier to have confidence in your ability to do it again?
I have full confidence we'll go home and win next week.
Anyone else?
Is Marquez a guy you just have the most confidence in throwing the ball 3 times in the end zone there? Or
Marquez? Yeah, I do.
And what gives you that confidence you guys are going to be able to right the ship next week?
Because we've done it all season. We've handled adversity well, and when we had to play our best ball, we did, other than today.
All right.
Questions for Cam?
Kim, how disappointing is it to have a chance like that to clinch and not be able to do it?
Tough. We had our opportunities. Offense, defense, special teams, we had some clear opportunities. But, got to swallow that pill, go home, bring on Baltimore.
How tough is that pill to swallow? And what do you do to try to get everybody past it as well?
The competitor in me is we lost this game. We lost a chance to clinch it today. But the competitor in me is like, bring it on. Baltimore's coming in. Winner takes all. I have a lot of respect for those guys over there. But let's win it at home.
Yeah, do you feel like it puts unnecessary added pressure on the entire team this week to get it done next week?
What do you mean?
I mean, do you feel like there's going to be a lot more pressure this week rather than sitting out?
It's pressure on everybody. We play in a professional league. There's pressure every week. If you're not ready for that pressure and you feel like it's unwanted, I think you're in the wrong league. I think when you play in this, there's always going to be pressure.
Kim, is it hard to regroup after a disappointment like that?
No.
Kim is one of the leaders.
It seemed like you guys settled in more defensively in the second half. What kind of led to you guys finding more of a rhythm?
I thought we quit giving up the bonehead plays early. Giving up the touchdown, that's the difference in the game. We had a chance to play on the ball. We didn't. And then we controlled the line of scrimmage from there on out. But that's a lot of tough sledding against that team over there. They have a good defense as well. It was a battle for field position in the second half. Even at the end, We knew, we get off again, we can give ourselves another chance. I commend our guys for doing it. But, all you ask for is a chance. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't.
As one of the leaders of this team, what will be your message to the group and how do you expect them to respond to this?
It's for everything this week. You don't have to look around. You don't have to wait for somebody else to play. It brings you back to the high school ball where, everything's riding on every single game. And if you're a competitor and you understand this rivalry between Baltimore, this is what you want.
I think it's one win here since 18 for you guys. I mean, what is it about playing here in Cleveland? Is it that they get up for it more? Or is it something about the intimacy of the rivalry?
Every game's different. It usually comes down to those opportunities, and we did not seize those enough. Field goal there, or converting on a fourth down. It's those moments, and you respect it. They got it done here. Hats off to them.
Yeah, teams talked about, players talked about momentum was in their favor. In light of the inspired football that the Ravens played, do you feel that the Steelers took a shot now as towards momentum?
We've had momentum. One game doesn't, get us off that train. We've been playing good ball as of late. There's still things we can hang our hat on. Stopping the run, turnovers, controlling the ball when we did on offense, and giving yourself a shot late. That's all you ask for. But momentum is one thing. Playing good ball is another thing.
You still like the position you're in, Cam? You still like the position you're in?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about you?
Because we control our destiny. We don't have to look around. Week 18, ball's in our home court, and I expect our guys to be locked in, ready for this opportunity.
Cam, you mentioned turnovers earlier. You all had 2 interceptions today, and you didn't get a win, and that's unusual. How frustrating is it to win the turnover battle and not come away with a victory?
There's turnovers, and we miss them as well. If we're critical of our team, be critical of our defense, we had some clear opportunities to, see some more turnovers as well. We talk about taking care of the ball. We talk about taking the ball away. There was just missed opportunities we missed, and we don't have to search, high and low for them. They're very glaring.
Cam, how different of a run defense do you feel like you guys are now than when you played Baltimore last time?
We'll find out. We got our work cut out. I know that monster over there went for big yardage this past week, but we got to draw up a good game plan. Always comes down to accountability, gap integrity, getting off blocks, and seizing the ball when you got a chance.
All right, thanks, Cam.
Thank you.
Thanks.